Good morning. Happy Wednesday. My video wasn't starting correctly, so I had to try a couple times. Now I feel a little bit distracted. Good morning, Ellen. You're the first one in. How are you? Hi, Allie. Hi, Indie Fusion. How are you guys? A loose leaf life. I love that. Driving home from Florida. Oh, how nice. I mean, not nice driving, but nice going home for sure. Hi, Irma. Hi, a girl from Jersey. Good morning, Ellen. How are you guys? I'm excited to paint this morning, as always. I think I got up at 5 today, so I'm already on to the tea phase of my morning. I already skipped right through coffee. But I feel like, good morning, Bill. Hi, Emerson. So this morning I'm going to do floral. I still have my cough, so I have my tea with me and a cough drop, so I might have that in my mouth. If you hear me sucking on it, tell me, because I don't want to be irritating. I might not need it. Okay, so for anyone, well, I'll talk about that later. I was going to say, for anyone who doesn't know, I'm going to do a little mini workshop next week on, oh, thanks. I did that smaller earlier this week, and that's my great big one that I'm in the midst of. I think it's like 30 by 40. Like, so fun, right? It's always big, scary doing big paintings, but I love it. I just need to do them more often, so I have that confidence to get through the messy middle. Good morning, Dawn. Hi, Gail. So I'm going to do a little mini hellebores workshop next week on the 10th. I don't know if you've seen anything about that, but if it's something you'd like to do, just send me a message. I'll send you the info. It's just like a little $37 course. So it's a lot like this, only I'm actually instructing. When I'm doing this in the mornings, I'm just painting and you're hanging out with me. So, hi, Lori. Okay, let me turn this around. So, I don't know if you will be able to tell or not, but I got the new phone. I got the new, what is it, 13 or something? And I am loving it. Loving it, loving it. The camera in it is just so much better. So hopefully you'll be able to see better too. We'll see, right? Tell me if it looks better. I'm certainly enjoying it. All right. So I'm going to do, my thought for this morning is these are Ranunculus that I got the other week. And I've been wanting to paint them. And I love the one I did the other day that had the burnt sienna background and letting that come through. So that is what I'm going to do today. I'm going to add a little bit of color, but also mostly, no, I swear I just had a brush in my hand and I can't find it. So how is everyone today? So this is a little bit different than how I usually start. I usually start my paintings, you know, with a different colored transparent background. Good morning, Megan. Oh, I have to pull this. Oh, you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to tape this up. I'm sorry. I thought I was ready. I got my palette cleaned up. I got new paints out. Paint therapy. Yes, it is for me too. Oh, creating art is always therapy for me. Pull this up because if it's down here on the ledge, I can't get the bottom of the painting. All right. So I'm doing a burnt sienna background, which is kind of something that I've been playing around with, doing a solid color background. I can add some transparency in there if I want to with other colors, but I'm enjoying experimenting with letting this color show through in the finished painting. Gives it a nice, whoops, sorry, that's bopping around, a nice warmth. And I always like to have like that kind of wet background to dive into. Get that out of the way. And I'm going to take a little piece of my paper towel and kind of mark where things are in my painting. So I'm just kind of figuring out my composition. So I I know where the flowers are going to land. Hi, Susan. How are you? Hi, Jennifer. I guess it's up there. No, wait, let me do that again. Buenos dias. Where are the details on the mini workshop? On my website. If you go to kimmyersmith.com, they're on the home page of my website. The link to sign up for it is there. Or if you can't find it, just send me a message here on Instagram and I'll send you the info. I always like how this looks. Just taking and pulling away from what colors in the background. The subtleness of that is so pretty, isn't it? Like that looks so soft and beautiful, just the way it is. I think I will put a little bit of other transparent color in. A Q-tip into the what color? No, I haven't, Ellen, but that sure sounds like a fun time. I don't think I have any Q-tips here near me, but that would be fun to do. Just adding a little bit of transparent color in. But I don't want to do too much. I want to let this, my idea is to have that background color show through in the end, so I don't want to do too much with this. Good morning, Donna. Hello to the UK, Amy. Hi, Beth. I need a little bit of green. That doesn't look very green, does it? Maybe I'll go for light green here. Already looks very soft. Hi, Donna. Did I already say hi to you? Donna's coming to visit me this weekend. I'm getting ready for her visit. Donna is my husband's cousin. Well, I guess after all these years, you're my cousin too. She's coming to hang out with us this weekend. I feel like I've been away every single weekend. I'm looking forward to being home. I think I'm closing up my jar. I don't think I need more transparency than that. I'm going to do, hello to Florida. Is it beautiful in Florida today? Hi, Laurel. How are you? Good morning. Getting out my pigment sticks here. We'll add some of them in. Didn't I, the other week, I forgot to use these completely. Sometimes I get so lost in what I'm doing that I forget. I always figure that's kind of what's meant to be. It's like you have to intentionally do a lot of things, but then you also have to let go and kind of just let things happen as they're meant to. That's always kind of the tricky dance of creating art, is letting that happen. Trusting the process. That's always a challenge and magic when it happens. So I really just kind of need shades of white for this. simplicity of that's really pretty, isn't it? I think that's good. I don't even think I need anything more than that. So I need to do like pale pinks, some whites, a nice dark neutral in the background. And like I said, my goal is to let some of that burnt sienna show through in the end. Learning to embrace browns. I've avoided them for a long, long time. All right, I'm going to pull this down here. And see if I can move that out of the way. That light. Still in the way. Let me move it a little more. Now I can't see, but that's fine. So where's everybody watching from this morning? Oops, I'm gonna put some new paint out there that's dry. I was using these same colors yesterday. Bad thing about having so many colors is it's hard to find them all. Michigan, Ohio, Saskatchewan, Canada. That purple into that. Still feels a little dry. North Carolina, Utah, Canada, Gail and Kenna, India, Allie's in New York, and Queens, Australia, Florida Turnpike. There you go, Ellen. Your little dot on the map is moving right along. Is it beautiful in Florida? I'm sure it is. I want that to be a little grayer. I'm going to add a little bit of black in there. I want it to be lighter and grayer than that other color. Let's just hope I mixed enough. Fredericksburg, Virginia. And I'm in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. I need a couple greens. This is dark, rich green. I'll add some lemon yellow into it. Blue skies and gorgeous weather. Oh, that's nice. It's really going to be nice here today, too. I'm hoping to get my walk in to go see the animals this afternoon. Puerto Rico. Yep, spring is definitely on its way. I was excited to see how light it's been in the evenings. When we're making dinner, it's not dark already. You know, when you get through a long, cold winter, it does certainly make you appreciate spring. There's some greens. So I'm doing a challenge that I just started with Lori Seibert and Esty McLeod. And it's a color eye combo, I think is what it's called. And I just started it yesterday. I think I'm going to post it one that I did today or tomorrow. But I got out a brand new sketchbook, which I'm so excited about. And what they do in are prompts of different color combinations. And then you create artwork with those color combinations. So it's a really fun idea. So I'm excited to try that. And it's one every 3 days, which is good because sometimes I can't keep up. When it's even the every other day one that I did in my sketchbook in January, I loved it. But with work and all the other things I have going on, it was a little too much for me to keep up with. So I think one every 3 days is going to be much better. I need a little pink in there. That got very brown, although that's not bad. I do think that is a really nice color, actually. A little browner than I envisioned, but I like how it turned out. That was using this a new color that I got. I think this is Italian pink over here. I think. Forgot it was Wednesday. Good morning. Hi, Helen. I'm always worried that I'll forget it's Wednesday. I rarely do. Well, I try to post on Tuesdays that I'm going to be painting to remind everybody, and that's my reminder that that I need to be painting. All right, let me add. I need another like medium pink. I don't want to go too bright. I want to keep my colors a little more muted. That's really pretty. I'll just take a little and add a little bit of my permanent rose in there. A little true pink too. I don't know, I like that. Let's just start with that. Let me keep it simple. All right, I'll pull this back up here. Get this adjusted. Can you say the name of who's running that challenge? Oh, Laura, it's Esty McLeod and Lori Seibert are doing it. And I think it's called the Color Eye Combo. So the first one that I did the other day, I'll show it to you, is the colors were, and I have them all kind of marked here in my sketchbook, so I'm ready to go. But the first one I did, the colors were, and I did it in acrylics. I couldn't decide, rose, carmine, and warm brown. So I had to make piece of art in those colors. And then the next one I need to do is dandelion, soft teal, and clay. So it's a fun way to like kind of explore color and not think too much about it. So you can really only use those colors and a little white and a little black. So I'm excited about trying that. I thought about doing it in oils because I'm much more, oh, thanks, Allie. Are you doing it too? I'm much more comfortable, let me see, painting with colors in oils, of course, but I decided on acrylics because I wanted to do it in my sketchbook, and I'm really trying to learn more about acrylics, so why not? I'm going to try to do very intentional brush strokes, not scrub into my painting. I would think that would not be hard to do, but for me, sometimes it is. I do get lost in I don't know what I get lost in. I don't stay in the moment enough sometimes, I guess, is what I'm saying. Or trust the process. Allie, I think you should. I think you would enjoy it. Always good to learn new things. Yes, the learning never ends, and that's the best part of being a creative, I think. There's just always something new to learn. The next thing I'm diving into is learning about making videos. So I might play with that this weekend if I have time. Morning, Sarah. Okay. I'm gonna maybe I'll put some of my more shadow areas. I love that pink showing. I do need a little bit of pink in here. I think I'm going to do a little bit of my background color. My mind keeps popping over to that, so I should do a little bit of that. Yeah, I love the way the one turned out that I did the other day. Actually, the one that I did was just like the one that's behind me here. I just practiced doing it small again because I always, when I'm painting large, I want to keep that freshness. So I think sometimes when I jump back and forth and then try to paint it small and then go big again, it kind of reminds me of what it felt like to paint it small. I don't know why that is. I think it's more the mixing up of the paint. Like it's a little overwhelming to mix up that much paint, and I don't have the brushes that are exactly the same, only huge, which I would love. One day I'll find those, I'm sure. I'm always looking. I like to leave a little bit of thickness sometimes too of the paint. And having that underneath. Good morning, Danica. Dots. It's a fun name. I love dots. I love polka dots. I don't know what it is about polka dots that make me so happy. I think it's they're so whimsical and so, I don't know what it is, so nice. They're just easy. It's already starting to pull out a little bit with just that little bit, and I want to kind of keep some of those pops of color in there. Thinking about what I have going on kind of in here. I'll keep it really simple. So this is the shadow area back here, so I want to keep that in mind. Sorry, I'm thinking a lot this morning. It is crazy how much thought it takes, like, to do a painting. It always amazes me. Because not so much that I feel like I'm working hard when I'm doing it as it is that I feel tired when I'm finished. Like if I work on a large painting for a while on a weekend, when I'm done and put my brush down, I feel really tired. And I don't expect it to because I don't feel like I'm working. I feel like I'm just in a state of flow, which is the best. I love how loose that is in there. Oops, that maybe got a little too low. Let me, I want to keep this the lightest. I feel like that in a workshop. Yes. You feel tired. Yeah. Right? You do. It makes you feel kind of worn out. You feel like you're having fun. Is that orchis oil? No, this is a piece of ampersand gesso board. It's the other thing I usually paint on. Either the Arches oil paper or the gesso board. Okay. I kind of like the juiciness in there. I think I'm going to let that alone. As I say that, I go back in for one more thing. That's good. I don't think I need any more strokes in there. I like the looseness of it all. Now I think, whoops, now I have light in my eyes. That's not good. What's everybody having today? Coffee or tea or Diet Coke? Anything fun? Coffee. Yeah, I wish I was. Sort of sad to have already moved on to my tea. Well, this is kind of in shadow here. Tea, Lady Grey, Chick-fil-A lemonade. Wow, that's an ambitious morning drink. It is yummy. Oops. Making it a little darker. Black coffee. That's good. Yeah, my problem is the sugar. Well, actually, no, I just drink half and half in it. No sugar. I don't know why I said that. I think because I'm going to try not to have much sugar today, so I'm thinking about it. So... thinking how I need to push a little bit of stuff kind of a little bit darker. That's what I'm doing right now. Looking for any other dark spots, like right over here. This is very dark in here. Like almost black. Coffee. It amazes me that you can install this in one sitting. Such a large brush. My oils look muddled. Yeah, well, I clean my brush off often. And I think that's a big trick, is to keep your brush clean. And practice. It's practice too. But I do like using the big brush. Forces you to kind of keep it fresh and loose. You can't get too precious when you're using a big brush. Can't work in those details. All right, I'm looking for, I need Need another color here. And the sunlight's right in my eyes. Oh, Nastya. Good afternoon, good picture. I'm in Ukrainian. I want to ask, do you know about the attack? Oh my gosh, it's awful. So awful. Half and half of my coffee. Feel the same. Yes, thoughts and prayers are with you. Absolutely. So my mother-in-law is Ukrainian. It's just awful. All right. I think I could go to some lighter colors here. Yes, indeed we are. All right. Okay, now I need to think about what I'm doing here. I put a little color, and then I think I'm going to go in with some lights. I don't know, I'm kind of avoiding it, and I'm not exactly sure why. Yes. Praying, yes. Praying for the Ukraine. And peace. Always for peace. All right. Like, I want to keep it that simple. Oh, what size brush? This is a Rosemary and Company Short Eclipse Flat number 12. It's my favorite. I think it's about 1 inch wide. And my panel 6 inches by 8 inches. This is the part where I hold my breath. So I want to put those little bits in, but I don't want to get precious with it. And that I'm adding a little gray in there. Now this is definitely a messy middle. I love the simplicity. The strokes are strong with purpose, holding my breath too. Yes, that's what I'm trying to do, but I'm feeling a little bit like it's still a little immersed in the messy middle, but that's fine. I have to keep my confidence and keep going forward. It's crazy how hard it is to trust the process of doing it and not let myself get like too precious. Because I want those shadow areas to really look like they're going in. Yes, big brush does equal not precious. It absolutely does. Big brush also equals scary sometimes. I even like those little bits that landed in there. So I'm trying to put down very intentional brush strokes. Yes, the whole world definitely is. cleaned off a little bit. So even in between these brush strokes, I'm cleaning my brush off because it very quickly picks up whatever paint's underneath there. I do like those bits of pink. Might be able to go in with some more kind of pure white too toward the end. There we go. That's better. All right, that one's coming together a little bit. I need a little bit more white paint here on my palette. All right. Work on this one a little bit too. Also need to go a little in here. Oh, I want to turn my radio down. I think that I can hear it. Okay. Ranunculus are my favorite flowers. Your paintings are always gorgeous and inspiring. I'm working on my 1 color a day journal as I listen. Esty is wonderful for sharing too. Yes, I do love that. In a permanent state of squinting. Yeah, I always worry about that for those angry 11s on my face, but I do it too. I always, yeah, squinting. It's good for art, but bad for, as you get older, it's bad for you. But I do it all the time. Maybe it's a sign of being an artist, having those. My daughter calls them the angry 11s. You get between your and your forehead. Well, what do I think? It's a little crazy looking, isn't it? Another thing that I've been kind of trying to do when I can is someone had given the advice that you paint for a while, looking at your reference and paying attention to all of it. And then toward the end, you don't look at your reference anymore and just paint what you think it needs. Yes, Alexandra, it's oil paint. Hold my breath and tense muscles. Yeah, it's the most relaxing thing to do paint, except when you're in that, maybe in that phase, right? That holding your breath part of it all. Although sometimes I'm in that more than I should be. Oh, I like a little bit of, that's too much, a little yellow in there. Yeah, that helped. I needed that little bit of yellow warmth added in there. All right, I want this to go away and this too. Oops, my white got a little muddy looking. What else does it need? I definitely need to lighten this one. I need clean white. It's really what I need. Sometimes on my palette, like that also helps keep your painting clean as your palette gets a little muted. I mean, the muted colors can be wonderful, but if you want them to pop toward the end, sometimes you really have to clean up your brush. And actually, I should get a fresh one, but I'm not. I'm just going to keep using this one. I'm a little lazy. I don't like washing very many brushes. That's what I do at the end of every day, is wash my brushes. Okay, what else do you think I need to do here? I think I need yellow in there. I like the looseness of it. I feel a little bit like this needs broken up in there a little bit. I want to add in the hints of what the flower shapes are without putting too many details in. Always my goal. Yes. And this comes down there a little bit. It is fun. It's amazing to see, you know, just the subtleness of that background and how much all that neutral color makes these other colors really pop. I don't know. Do you think it needs anything else? Well, you're getting that glare too. Too much sunlight coming in. I'm always wishing for sunlight, and now it's too much. That's crazy. It's the perfect amount of sunlight. Let me carve a little bit more. I felt like that flower was and the background can be a little bit of an extension of what's happening in the flowers too. Like, I like the background to be kind of obscure but still have personality. I like this, that little bit of blue that I have on the side there really looks cool. I think I need a little bit more of black in that. I have this spot right in there of really dark, and I think I'd like to have a little bit more happening up in here. I think that's gonna help make it pop. Sorry, the flower near the blue is perhaps missing a bit of shadow. This one down here, yeah. Yeah, I think it is. Yep, you're right. It is too flat. Yeah, that darkness helped a little bit. Okay, so what I want to do, I'll do this. little spot of darkening here. Let me think. Payne's Gray. It is chromium black. I was using as kind of part within my gray, this chromium black, and also Torrid Gray. But I do like Payne's Gray a lot. Sometimes I'll paint and I'll think that I don't have my shadow areas looking right, and then I'll come back and look at it later, and then I usually think, yeah, no, that's okay. I don't know, it's like I can't see it in the moment. Yeah, the paint takes forever to dry, forever. That's the hard part of doing oil paints, like forever. Weeks. It's hard to have patience for that long. Patience is not something I have lots of. That's one of the things about acrylics, is that they dry so fast, but then they dry too fast. There's no perfect balance. All right, what do you think? Is there anything I'm missing? Yeah, you moved to acrylics, yes. It is nice that you can like finish it up, scan it in, move on to the next thing with acrylics. But gosh, I just can't quite get that same kind of sexiness from acrylics that I do from oil paints. All right, I don't know that it's improving. I think I need to about be finished. So, yes, olive prima. Oh, you know what I do need to do is a little bit. Oh, now I have green on my brush. Sorry. I do need a little bit of some definition in here. Okay, I think that that's good. So I'm going to sign it. When I get to the point where I feel like I'm fussing at something and it's not improving and I'm just kind of putting down brush strokes thoughtlessly, that means it's time to sign the painting and finish. Sorry about all that light coming in. I have to remember now that there's more sunshine. So that's the painting. And my very simple palette. I did add some yellow in that I didn't have before. I added that because I felt like I needed it. Oops. And so I will save this on my YouTube channel, and I'll also link it in my blog on my website. If yes, every medium does have its own pleasures. Yeah, I was just doing mixed media cut paper yesterday and having a ball. Thank you, Gail. So if anybody hasn't seen that, I'm doing a little mini workshop next week, and then my Art and Bloom course is going to open up, I think, in 2 weeks. I'm getting all the stuff ready for that. It's an exhausting process, but I have been working on it. So if anybody hasn't taken Art and Bloom and you're interested in, just send me a note and I'll make sure you're on the list to get all the information. And if you're on my email list, I'm also going to send an email out that I'm going to market that through my email. And if you don't want to get my emails about that, let me know. And also, yes, in here on Instagram, I'm going to be painting hellebores. I think it's next Thursday, and because hellebores are the first little flowers to peek up in the spring. Mine are just coming up, which is so exciting. And so we're going to do a painting of that. It's, I think, $37 for a little mini class. So it's in my link here on Instagram. And if you're on Facebook, I don't know if this saves on Facebook or not. Can I message you my email? Yes, absolutely. Yes, you can message me your email. Yep. And have some blooming. I know. How fun. It means spring's coming. So thanks for coming and hanging out with me. It was fun. And we'll do it again next week. Bye.